Hello and welcome to the Stomach Acid Challenge. If we haven't really met yet, my name's Jenny and I'm a functional dietitian specializing in gut health, hormones, and fertility. Whether you're struggling with just gut health or a combination of all three, I'm so happy that you're here. In this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about how to conduct a stomach acid challenge. You've likely landed here because you have seen some of my content on how important adequate stomach acid is for overall nutrient absorption, gut microbiome, protection against pathogens like parasites and H. pylori, and digestion. Some signs that you might be struggling with low stomach acid include reflux or heartburn. A lot of people think that heartburn and acid reflux are symptoms of too much stomach acid. And while that might hold true, it can also be a sign of too little stomach acid. And here's why. We need adequate stomach acid in order to close the lower esophageal sphincter. This is where the esophagus goes into the stomach. And if that door doesn't close properly, we can have stomach contents seeping up into the esophagus, creating that reflux or burning sensation. You might also notice on your blood work if your doctor tests your B12 level and it's chronically low despite supplementation. That's a sign of low stomach acid because we need adequate stomach acid in order to absorb certain nutrients, including B12, zinc, magnesium, and iron, just to name a few. Or if you struggle with IBS, chances are your issues might be stemming from upstream because stomach acid plays such a pivotal role in digestion. Our stomach doesn't have teeth, so it digests food by mechanically digesting it. It contracts like this to break down your food, and it also has high acid content to chemically break down your food. But what can happen is if we are lacking essential minerals, sodium, or we have an infection in our stomach called H. pylori, these can lower the acidity in our stomach and lead to poor digestion of food. It can lead to pathogens getting through that shouldn't get through, and it can lead to poor nutrient absorption. So, in this case, I have a lot of my clients conduct this stomach acid test, which isn't necessarily a root cause solution. It's really just an eye opener to see, okay, do I have low stomach acid? Do I notice benefits whenever I introduce acid or HCl into my stomach? And how much do I need to take in order to reap this benefit? The more you have to take, the lower your stomach acid likely is. And that's an eye opener for you to seek out some root cause solutions as to what's going on that's driving your digestive symptom. Because low stomach acid isn't the root cause. It's a symptom of something else, but it does give us a clue as where to start. And the stomach acid challenge can also give you some temporary relief while you work on addressing those root causes. So, as you conduct this challenge and you find that, yeah, my stomach acid is pretty dang low and I'm experiencing relief from taking this HCl or stomach acid before meals, and it's feedback from your body for you to then ask, what could be driving this low stomach acid? Do I possibly have an H. pylori infection? Do I have mineral deficiencies like sodium or zinc? Do I have really high stress in my life? And this is where a hair tissue mineral analysis combined with a stool test can be really helpful because we're able to get insight on those minerals like zinc and sodium that play a role in stomach acid production. And then we're also able to take a look into the gut environment through the stool test. We're able to get insight as to how your stomach acid is actually functioning, what your good bacteria looks like, what your bad bacteria looks like, if you have any infections like H. pylori or yeast overgrowth or parasites living in your gut. We're able to see inflammation and immune function. So many key insights that we can then use to really tailor our approach and address the root causes of your digestive symptoms. But first, let's get into how to actually conduct the stomach acid challenge. First things first, you're going to order your betaine HCl. This is hydrochloric acid, what your stomach makes. It's what makes that acidic environment inside your stomach. And the capsules that you'll take are actually going to be a lot lower than the stomach acid that you would actually produce. So there's no risk of you burning a hole in your stomach or anything like that. You're going to get this betaine HCl through Fullscript, which is a professional grade supplement dispensary. It's vetted. We know that the products are not counterfeit or swapped out with capsules that don't contain what's actually on the label. They are properly stored. They're not expired, all those things. I don't recommend getting them from Amazon. So you'll either click the link to Fullscript underneath this video or the link in your email, either way, and it will take you to this screen. You have the option to click provider or patient. You're going to click patient, obviously, and you'll enter your email. Click the button below, check for invite, and follow the steps. Once you're in, you should see a screen like this. You can search for products up here. So if you're on any current supplements and you want to bundle things together to get free shipping, you can do that there. But if you scroll down to my protocols, you'll see the stomach acid challenge. You'll click on that. and it will take you to the specific product that I recommend. There's multiple options for betaine HCl. I did the math and I just found that this is the most cost effective with the proper doses and ingredients. So this is the one that I recommend. You'll see the quick and dirty instructions right here. 1 to 8 capsules 3 times per day before meals until symptoms resolve. I have the full recommendations up here in the notes section. So this will walk you through everything you need to know. You're going to start by taking 1 capsule with each protein-containing meal. Most of the times, this is going to be 3 times per day. If you don't experience a burning or tingling sensation with that 1 capsule before each meal, you can increase to 2 capsules for each meal. If after 2 days you don't have any reactions, no burning, no tingling, you can increase it to 3 capsules before each meal. You'll continue increasing this dose up to 8 capsules per meal if necessary. The higher number of capsules you have to take, the likelihood is that your stomach acid is quite low. And like I said, this might seem like a large dose, but a normally functioning stomach produces a lot more acid than what is in the capsules. Now, when you do experience that discomfort, it could be a burning or tingling sensation, a neck or back ache, headache, or nausea, you can cut back by 1 capsule per meal. So let's say you hit 4 capsules before a meal and then you notice that burning or tingling sensation, then your holding dose will be 3 capsules before each meal. If you do experience that discomfort and you can't live with it, you can neutralize the acid with a teaspoon of baking soda in water. Once you have established that comfortable dose, like let's say it's 3 capsules before each meal, you'll continue this dose. You might need fewer capsules before smaller meals. Once you begin to experience an intolerance to your typical dose, you will decrease it by 1 capsule per meal. So let's say you've been taking 3 capsules per meal comfortably, and now all of a sudden you're starting to get that discomfort sensation. You'll then decrease it to 2 capsules before each meal. And you'll continue to reduce that dose as the intolerance develops, which is an indication of a return to normal stomach acid secretion. However, like I mentioned earlier, the stomach acid is not the root cause. We still want to be curious and ask, how did we get low stomach acid in the first place? And like I said, it could be due to an infection in the stomach. It could be due to low minerals, it could be stress. And there are a few tools that we can use to really dig into that root cause. And that is a hair tissue mineral analysis and a stool test. I actually have a bundle of these 2 tests together with a one-on-one review session with me with a written protocol to unpack everything that we find and also take into account your diet and your lifestyle and your medical history. You also get 4 weeks of tech support with me. So that way, any questions that bubble up in those weeks after we have our one-on-one review session and you are implementing your plan, I'm there to support you every step of the way and answer any questions that you have. This bundle is called the Gut Fix Plus and it's $9.97. I also offer a payment plan option, 0 fees, and $4.99 of 2 payments. And it also can take HSA and FSA if that's something that you have available to you for medical costs. You can browse all the details, or if you're ready to get started, you can sign up at this link here or scan the QR code.